Hello, e-counseling clients. I just wanted to take a moment and send you a video about some things I've been thinking about. Usually I try and send a universal coping skill. I sometimes send an update about what I'm working on in my own personal life, and then also sometimes I'll give an announcement. And today I kind of have all three. So starting off with a universal kind of coping skill and kind of how I'm growing. Throughout my life, I've struggled with perfection and trying to be perfect, whatever that means. Trying to better myself and, of course, help others. And there's a certain point in your life when I think you come to realize that nothing's perfect and nothing's fair. And but it's something that it's funny because we have to remind ourselves of it often. And it's kind of like ingrained in us from, I guess, childhood or even adolescence. And so when I was thinking about perfectionism, I did a little organizational thought bubble. Just as you can see, it's on the back of like a yoga sheet. That's how I do my notes, is on recycled paper. And perfectionism a lot of times is about worrying about the future and how can I improve things for the future. And then it can also be how can I make things better from the past. And so it can be anything but living in the present moment. A lot of times it's about ourself, and it can be about self-punishment, like how can I work harder or be better, and often it doesn't recognize our own accomplishments that we've come to at that point. And then sometimes it'll be about others. So like I'll go into Walmart and be like, man, they could so better do this situation. Wow, that's great English. See right there, perfectionism. Just seeing in Walmart how they could function better. And so it leads to frustration. And it's kind of encouraging perfectionism in others, and that can really affect us too, more so than the other person. And so one thing that I do to kind of encourage myself is to always repeat that thought of perfectionism with I'm human. I make mistakes. And I need to be reasonable, because a lot of times my own requests of myself or of others are not reasonable or fair. And there is no such thing as fair, but how would I treat someone else, like a friend, that struggled with perfectionism? I probably encourage them and tell them like, hey, you'll get it next time, just keep trying. And so, lately I've been kind of taking some time to do some self-care. Things that I like to do for self-care include going to yoga. I got my nails done. It's something I do on a rare occasion. And I like to listen to music. And so the past few days I've kind of taken some time off to just kind of reflect and spend time with friends and relax. So that's kind of my encouraged coping skill, and also kind of what I'm going through. And another little tidbit is more so an announcement that I have begun to work full-time for the Veteran Affairs Office, and I'm really excited about this opportunity, but it does take a big chunk of my time. And so to kind of compensate for that, I am decreasing my caseload. I'm not taking any new clients. And I'm making sure that I've changed my scheduling. So now I'm going to request that you guys request to schedule with me, and then I'll put it in at a time so you get plenty of time. It's not back to back with another client, so you don't get cut short. And so I just wanted to make sure that I take the moment to kind of talk with you and connect with you about that. I'd love to hear if you have concerns. And just letting you know, when you and I probably first started talking, I was probably at like about 60 clients, and right now I'm down to 40, and I'm thinking it'll probably go down to about 30 or 20 online. And I also do private practice, and so just making sure that I make you guys a priority, as well as keeping balance in my life too for personal. And so if my responses are a little bit delayed, I'm trying my best to stay on top of them as they come in, but sometimes I'm human and I get overwhelmed. That's not something for you to worry about, but it's just something for me to be transparent and to share with you that sometimes I don't get it right all the time, and I'm going to be working on that to be human, but also to have balance. And that includes holding up commitments as well. So I look forward to continue working with you and hope you have a wonderful week.